Hey everyone, it's Marissa. Welcome back to my YouTube channel. And today, you already know by the title of this video that I'm doing a get ready with me. Today I'm actually not going anywhere. I just wanted to film a video that I can kind of just do some makeup and talk to y'all. So we're just gonna get right into that. My first product, I'm going to go in with the Milani Prime Shield Face Primer. This is a mattifying primer. Got that a little bit everywhere, all over my whole face. I use my hand, some people use a brush. I feel like it's actually harder to put it on with a brush. Now that we're all primed, we're going to go in with the Makeup Forever Ultra HD Foundation in the shade 325. I'm going to take this cheap Amazon brush because it's the only foundation brush I have. Real nice close-up zoom. We're just kind of stamping this in. Okay, so now that that's like mostly blended in, I'm gonna take a damp Real Techniques sponge. Because I use the cheap Amazon brushes, they tend to be a little bit streaky. I do go back in with a beauty blender just about every time. Today for concealer, we're going to do a little bit of a combination. So I'm going to use the It Cosmetics Bye Bye Under Eye. I have this little trial in the shade Medium from an Ipsy. I have been using the Maybelline Fit Me concealer as my like darker toned concealer, but just recently it's done me wrong. I had very patchy skin on my forehead, which absolutely never happens when I used just Shape Tape. I've decided I want to try the It Cosmetics because the shade was a little too dark for me to use as a concealer alone. We're going to go ahead and we're going to take the Shape Tape and add in a little bit of lightness. We're going to take my foundation brush and just kind of stamp that out. Oh, I do remember from trying this concealer before that it was very thick, and I didn't like that about it because I don't necessarily go for thicker concealers. I do like Shape Tape for its coverage, but I also like it for its blendability, where this is more of the stubborn kind of thick one, and it looks a little bit more cakey than Shape Tape does, which I do not like at all. It's alright for today. We'll have to deal with her. Now that we're all concealed, we're going to go in with the Coty Airspun powder in Translucent Extra Coverage. A lot of people don't like to use this powder because of the scandal with James Charles, the Flashback Mary. It has never done me wrong, so I don't see a reason not to use it. Before I go and set the rest of my face, I almost forgot I need to cream contour. So I'm going to use the LA Girl Pro Conceal in the color Chestnut. And I'm just going to take a small line of this right under my cheekbones. Just, you don't want to over blend it, just until blended nice. Guys, I don't like the Bye Bye Under Eye concealer. Now I'm going to take the angled tip of my beauty sponge for baking my under eyes. I like a lot because I like that really brightened under eye look. I'm going to take the Anastasia Beverly Hills Brow Definer. Usually I do go for a pomade, but I just did my eyebrows the other day, so they look pretty decent. And I feel as though I can get away with just the pencil. And what I like to do is I like to go in and draw that bottom line. I like to stroke out the front of the brow and then really just trace along the rest of the brow. I'm just going to take a little bit of Shape Tape in the color Fair, I forgot to mention that earlier, and I'm going to take a round concealer brush and just kind of draw out a little bit of a line. These brows aren't my favorite. I'm not exactly liking the shape of them. I don't usually use pencil products. I usually use a pomade, so this is something I'm not really used to. We're gonna take more Shape Tape in the same shade Fair. We're gonna just put a little bit on each eyelid. So to blend that out, I'm gonna take this flat top concealer brush. So today for our eye look, we're gonna do kind of like a peachy neutral halo eye. I'm just gonna use the Coty Airspun powder. I'm just gonna take a little bit on the top of this e.l.f. Flawless concealer brush and just fluff it all over the eyelid. Make sure that your whole eyelid is set. My palettes for today are going to be the Morphe 25A Spiced Copper and the Morphe 35O. And I'm also going to use the Too Faced Peanut Butter and Honey palette. I'm actually going to go into that one first and get the shade called Peanut Butter, and I'm going to put this on the same brush that I just set my eyelids with and tap that off and pop that right in your crease. Make sure you exaggerate the inner corner and outer corner because we are doing a halo eye. So now we're going to go into the 25A and we are going to get the color Layered on that same brush. Tap it off. Do the same thing we just did with Peanut Butter. If you have a smaller eyelid region, I'd suggest that you use a smaller brush. Pop that brush away, and I'm going to take the Luxie 249 dual-ended brush, and I'm going to take the fluffy blender side of that in the 25A palette and grab the color Lit and really focus that in the crease. I'm going to take that color again and really just enhance it on the inner and outer corners. So now I'm going to take that same brush and I'm going to go into the 35O palette. I'm going to be taking the second one down on the far right, which is like this light kind of burnt orangey color right here, and just stamp it on the outer and inner corners of my eye and then blend it throughout the crease. Now I'm going to go down one shade to that deeper orangey color and really tap off that brush just so you get like the littlest bit of pigment and lightly blend that roughly around the crease. You don't want to focus it too much, you kind of want that one flared out. I'm going to go into the Peanut Butter Honey palette again, and I'm going to grab the color Honey Brittle on that same brush. You kind of want a lot of this, not too much that you're going to have a whole ton of fallout, but you want to really enhance that peachy color. So we're going to go in with that pink right on top of the oranges and browns. I'm actually also going to add in the 35B palette to the mix. You can't tell I'm a Morphe fan. Their shadows blend seamlessly. They're so gorgeous. Like, I just absolutely love them. On that e.l.f. fluffy brush that I was using earlier, I'm going to go in with the peach shade that's second up from the bottom. It's this peachy shade right here, but you really want it to go everywhere, so that's why you're using a big brush. So now that we look very popped, we're going to take a clean blending brush. I have this one from BS Mall, and I'm going to take a mix of the white and nude shades in this palette. What I'm going to do with these colors is go right around the edges of the shades, kind of blending it out into the rest of my face. I'm going to take that rounded concealer brush again and a little bit more Shape Tape. I'm just going to take a little bit, I'm just going to pop that on the center of my lid, wipe the extra off on my hand, see where we want it to be. I like to open my eye like all the way and see how high it goes. And that's where I do the very top of my halo. My eyes have a lot of extra skin and a lot of extra room, so yours may or may not be as high as mine is. Keep in mind that I have a very large amount of room, to play around with my makeup, like the height of all of it, because it might look like I'm going really high, really close to my eyebrow, but that's just because of the placement of my eyebrow. So now that we have our halo eye pretty much blended out, we're gonna take the Luxie 249 brush. Don't apply anything else to it, just keep what's on it, don't tap it off, leave it just as is, and blend into this concealer right here. You don't want to blend over it, just blend in the sides. And then we're just going to take the big fluffy brush again and blend once again the same exact spot right over the sides of that concealer. I'm going to take one of my favorite shades of a highlight for either the center of your eye or even on your skin if you have the right complexion. I personally don't have the right complexion to be able to use this on my skin. It's a little bit shadowy for me. I'm going to be using the Luna Cosmetics highlighter in the shade Calypso. Okay, so I'm just going to actually take this Naked 2 brush. I'm going to take the packer and just pack this shade onto it. Just going to line across the top of my halo and just kind of draw a T. And then we're just going to like zigzag along this. Now I'm going to take the fluffy blending brush again and just blend into it a little bit. So that's that. I'm going to take the Wet n Wild Max Volume Plus mascara. This really just coats your lashes and makes them black. I actually did just get this new pair of lashes. They are 3D Faux Mink lashes by My Lash. Got them at Marshall's. I don't know if they're good or not. They were $3 and I was like, I need a pair of natural lashes because my old ones are a little crusted, dusted, musted, and rusted. So I'm going to cut these real quick. I'll be right back. Now that I cut my lashes, I'm going to take my Sephora glue that I have from another pair of lashes that I bought. We're just going to... So now that I have one eye finally done, I'm going to take this eye pencil from Essence and just draw on my lower waterline. There we go. I'm going to do bottom mascara because I almost forgot about that. I'm going to use the L'Oreal Paris Voluminous Matte Lash Paradise. I'm going to go ahead and do the other eye off camera. I will be right back for you guys to finish up the rest of my face. So I just finished up with the other eye and we're going to get on to the rest of my face because I have not done anything else to it other than cream contour. So we're going to take the Too Faced Chocolate Soleil. I really don't know how you guys say this. I'm going to take that on this MAC 168 SE brush. Put that right where I cream contoured over top of it, kind of spreading it out over a broader area. So I just went really around in that 3 area, around the forehead, cheekbone, jawline. And I'm not going to nose contour today. I'm not really feeling that. We're going to go in with a blush. I'm going to go into the Tarte blush in Party. Oh my god, I hit pan. No. And we're just going to tap that along my cheekbones right there. And I'm going to take the Bouncy blush from Ulta Beauty in Flower Power. I'm just going to go over that blush that we already put down. Give it more of that peachy tone. Look at that. Not really a blushy person. Yeah, I really don't like blush. It's not one of my favorite products to pick up. I have my few that I really like. What I'm going to do, because I do feel like this is a little bit overkill, I'm going to take this Luxie 660 brush that I have like a little bit of loose powder on. Just kind of go over that blush. Where was I? Where's the blush? So I'm not going to bake my contour today because I'm kind of going for more like a naturally look. Now for highlight, I'm going to go in with the Mary Luminizer by The Balm with this tapered highlight brush. It's the B36 from also SL Miss Glam. So one of my favorite things to do for highlight is to first, of course, coat the brush with your highlight. And then I take a little bit of Mario Badescu Rosewater Mist and spray a couple spritzes of that, blend it out with the sponge a little bit, and then that just provides a wet surface so the product really sticks in place. I also go and stamp around where you put that, so it definitely adds a little bit of extra glow. Just blends that out a little bit better. Right here. So now we're gonna do the same thing on the other side. Oh my god, I keep getting messages. Spritz, blend. This highlight looks so gorgeous. We're just gonna stem on the middle of the nose, like swipe a little bit on the middle of the nose and on the tip of the nose, the Cupid's bow. Hey guys, so it's still me, but I look a lot different. I don't have any makeup on at the moment. I was editing the video and I realized that in the middle of me applying highlighter, the screen went black. I'm just going to tell you guys what I did from there. So I was in the middle of using the Mary Luminizer highlighter from The Balm. I applied it to my inner corners and my brow bones, and then I went ahead with the Wet n Wild Mega Glow highlighter in the color Precious Petals, and I applied that above my eyebrows on my forehead to give that more glow from within kind of look. To finish off my look with lip products, I used the NYX Butter Gloss in the color Peaches and Cream, and I did not apply a base lipstick or anything, but I did suggest that if you do not feel that the color would look the same or fit properly with your natural lip color, I felt that it worked perfectly fine for me, but I suggested the Tarte lip paint in the color Birthday Suit as an under color of some sort. And from there I just had an outro, so I'm just gonna remake that now. Sorry about the mishaps with my videos going up on time. There will be another video on Tuesday or Wednesday. I believe it should be Tuesday, but worst case scenario, if I happen to get any sort of homework, which I really hope not because finals are over, teachers shouldn't be giving out work, but you know, they do it anyway. So we'll see. Hopefully Tuesday, if not Wednesday, and then another video next Sunday. So thanks again for watching my video. I'll see you all in the next one. I'm going to include a couple pictures of the finished look because I didn't get to show you guys on camera, so they'll be right here.